Welfare, Dr. M.M. Khote, to please come on stage and occupy their seats.
Sir, okay.
Dear students, a very, very good morning once again, and a warm welcome to all of you to Planet Walchan. All of you must be in an excitement, full of vigor and enthusiasm, as this is the first day of your college life. You are most fortunate to be in Walchan, which is a gateway to endless opportunities, ascending graph of successful career. To my belief, Walchan has more gravity as compared to other places. As once you are in Walchan, once you are part of this campus, you will remain connected forever. After my experience of 6 years as a student and 27 years as a teacher, I feel that what exists in Walchan does not exist elsewhere. Walchan, at 77th year of its existence, has not just remained a college or an institute, but a giant Bodhi, a supreme mother who has given birth to thousands of engineers, technocrats, researchers, academicians, administrators, and whatnot to this country and to the world. Today we have gathered here for the first day of the 5-day long orientation program. I request dignitaries on the dais to perform Saraswati Pujan and Deepa Prajwalan. I request Ms. Srushti to present Saraswati.
Ya kundendu tushar dhavala, ya shubhravastra ya venavaradanda manditakara, ya shweta padmasana, ya brahmachita shankara prabhutibhir devai sada pujita, samam patu saraswati bhagavati निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचारसार परमां अद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीं अभयदां जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचारसार परमां अद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीं अभयदां जाड्यान्धकारापहा हस्ते स्फटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्.
Thank you. May I now request Dr. M.M. Khote, who is Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering and Associate Dean Students Welfare, to please come to the dais and give us the information about this orientation program.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to all. Dignitaries on the dais, all deans, heads of the departments, my colleagues and student friends. As a coordinator of this program, I am here to introduce about this Induction Program 2023, which is organized during 17th to 24th August 2023. So this induction program is scheduled by considering the guidelines given by UGC. So institute have formed a committee of 14 senior faculty members, and in last 2 weeks we have taken a lot of efforts to design this program. The higher educational institutes play an important role in development of individual. The transition of students from higher secondary to undergraduate study needs supports from the institutes. So this induction program will assist students to get familiar with new surroundings, develop bond with fellow students, teachers. So with objective of knowing the institute, we have planned some sessions. So the first session will be by Honorable Director Sir, then governing of institute by Dr. D.B. Kulkarni Sir, then presentation by our student clubs. So this will help you to know our institute, your seniors. Then there will be a campus tour, so which will help you to know your departments, important places in the campus, like hostels, mess, canteen, playground, library, etc. Then there will be a book exhibition at library. Also a session by Walchand Informatics Center to inform you about the internet facilities in the college. Then next objective is to how the journey of good engineering student should be. So in that we have the sessions by our Dean Academics, then by our Control of Examinations, then a new National Education Policy, so that will be explained by Professor Marathi sir. Then Innovation, Incubation Cell and Entrepreneurship Cell, so that will be explained by Dr. Momin sir. Then there will be a diagnostic aptitude test. Okay, so that will give you idea about your strength and weaknesses and how you can overcome that weaknesses to have a in your engineering in this college. Then another session will be on alternative learnings like virtual learning, online learning by like NPTEL, that will be by Dr. Ruhikar. Then by considering the another objective like student careers and understanding the futures, so we have invited the speakers from outside. So some of them are our alumni. So Vinayak Patwardhan, which is a successful entrepreneur. Then Mr. Kabir Gaikwad, which is HR in Atlas Copco. Then Mr. Bharnidharan Pandian, Mr. Jogrekar Gurudatta, Mr. Lalit Dise. They are working as a technocrats at managerial or CEO level in industries. Then Rishikesh Dande from TCS Pune and Dr. Savik Bharat, so a role model for as a researcher. So this will help you to understand the student careers and your futures. Then beyond the core engineering, we have also invited Ajinkya Katkar and Niketan Kadam. We have qualified the UPSC examinations and they are working as IPS and IRS. Okay, and there will be also activities like sports, yoga, and stress management. Okay, so by these objectives, we have designed and planned this program during these 7 days. So I am sure that you will get the best exposure before starting your journey in Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before calling in-charge director of this college to dais, let me introduce him. Dr. Uday Dabde. He completed his bachelor's in mechanical engineering from Walchand in 1994. After having industrial experience of 2 years, he joined Walchand in 1991. He completed his master's in 2001 and doctorate in 2007, both from IIT Bombay. He has worked as Dean Students Welfare for 6 years, as a head of Department of Mechanical Engineering for 3 years. He was appointed as a State Project Advisor at Rajasthan by Ministry of Education, Government of India during 2019-2021. He has guided 75 postgraduate students, 5 PhD scholars. He has published 125 plus research papers, published 2 books. He is working as expert on various bodies of University Grants Commission, All India Council for Technical Education, and Department of Science and Technology. He has visited 10 countries such as United States, Australia, Singapore, China to present his work. Now may I request Professor Dr. Uday Dabde to please come to dais and enlighten the audience with his thoughts.
Good morning to all of you. Good morning to all of you. Dear student friends, proud parents, faculty members, as well as supporting staff members, deans, HODs, officers from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. A very warm and hearty welcome to all of you at Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Today is a day of new beginnings, of dreams, aspirations, and endless possibilities. I stand before you as the in-charge director of Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli, who believes in your potential and is eager to witness your growth and success. First and foremost, congratulations to all the newly admitted students and their proud parents on successfully securing a place in one of the best engineering institutes in country. Today marks the beginning of an incredible chapter in your lives, one that is filled with opportunities, challenges, and immense possibilities. WC Sangli has a rich legacy of academic excellence, innovation, and holistic development. Our institute takes pride in nurturing not only technical brilliance, but also inculcating strong values and a sense of social responsibility in our students. As you step into these blessed halls, you become a part of a diverse and vibrant community that cherishes the search of knowledge, creativity, and lifelong learning. During your time here, you will encounter countless of experiences that will shape your understanding and character. Our esteemed faculty members, who are experts in their respective fields, are committed to guiding and mentoring you throughout this academic journey. Our state-of-the-art laboratories, well-staffed libraries, and cutting-edge research facilities are all geared towards providing you with the best possible learning environment. Beyond academics, We strongly believe in fostering an atmosphere that encourages extracurricular activities, sports, and cultural events. These aspects are essential for a well-rounded development that will not only make you skilled engineers, but also empathetic and confident individuals. I encourage each one of you to actively participate in various clubs, department students organization, and community outreach programs. These opportunities will help you discover your passions, build leadership, and make cherished memories that will last a lifetime. Remember, the search of knowledge knows no bounds. Embrace every challenge with determination, for it's through overcoming hurdles that we truly grow. Be curious, ask questions, and seek answers. Each step you take here is a stepping stone towards a brighter and more prosperous future. As you commence your journey at WC Sangli, I urge you to uphold the values of integrity, respect, and humility. As future engineers, you have the power to make a difference in the world. Your ideas, innovations, and solutions can contribute to the betterment of society and create a lasting impact. Remember that the journey is not just about acquiring technical knowledge. It is about building character, resilience, and a passion for learning. Embrace every challenge that comes your way, for it through challenges that we grow and learn the most. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zones and explore new horizons. In the pursuit of knowledge, stay curious and ask questions to your professors and supporting staff members. Be active participants in your learning journey. Engage with your professors, seek guidance, and collaborate with your peers. Your collective wisdom and diverse perspectives are invaluable assets that will enrich the learning experience for all. This is a time to build meaningful connections and friendships that will last a lifetime. Cherish the friendship and support that you will find in your fellow students. Together, you can overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. As you embark on this path, I encourage you to dream big and set ambitious goals for yourselves. Have a vision for what you want to achieve, both academically and personally. Believe in your abilities, for belief is the first step towards achievement. But remember, success is not solely measured by grades or awards. It is also about making a positive impact on the world around you. We live in a rapidly changing world with numerous challenges, and your generation has the responsibility to find innovative solutions and make a difference. Stay humble and grounded throughout this journey. Never forget the values that define you as individuals. Respect, integrity, and empathy are qualities that will carry you far in life, both personally as well as professionally. In times of the self-doubt, remember that failure is not an end point, but a stepping stone towards success. Learn from your mistakes. Pick yourselves up and keep moving forward. Perseverance and determination are key qualities that will lead you to achieve greatness. As you take your first steps into the world of engineering, I want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. Our faculty, staff, and administration are here to support and guide you every step of the way. Reach out to us whenever you need assistance or guidance. We are devoted in your success and growth. I have no doubt that you all possess the potential to excel and make your mark in the world.
Our faculty and staff are here to support and guide you. But it is your determination and hard work that will ultimately pave the way for your success. Once again, a heartfelt welcome in WC family. Henceforth, you all are member of the esteemed, well-established WC family. As a head, it is my responsibility to cooperate, support, and take care of you. Make the most of this invaluable opportunity, create precious memories, and let us together make this academic journey a remarkable and transformative one. In conclusion, I want to congratulate each one of you on becoming a part of this caring community of learners and visionaries. Embrace this phase with enthusiasm and a hunger for knowledge. Your journey here will be transformative, and I am excited to witness the impact you will make in the world. Thank you, and wish you all a fulfilling and inspiring time ahead. Thank you once more. Now, I have prepared few slides which will give you idea about the role, responsibilities of engineers and overall picture of Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Hello. Here you are admitted at Walchand College of Engineering and you are interested to make your career in engineering. Now, why engineering? Engineering plays most vital role in nation building. Not only they are a part and they are interested for jobs, but few engineers can create jobs and they can support the nation economy and progress. Apart from that, as you know, the engineering community will get higher salary. There are various jobs. It may be in project managers, professors, researchers, developers, or entrepreneurs. There is a scope in various industries, such as software industry, mostly interested one nowadays. Automobile sector is also there, power sector, aerospace, and energy, healthcare, robotics. These are few areas where most of the engineers are interested. There are unlimited opportunities, such as you can provide your service in small towns, cities, as well as big and mega cities. There is no limit. There is no any boundary or constraints. Wide scope is there. Even you can do your career in small companies, large firms, as well as corporate sectors. Even there is a scope at international sites. It is a respected career. might be you observe some memes on WhatsApp, but that is not a true fact. Okay. Once you excel in your career, definitely there is a respect and you will get the good opportunities. Also, there is an opportunity to work with other talented people. Always remember that engineering is a teamwork. Okay, single person can't do any progress. So one important thing, teamwork in engineering is essential. Now, there are various roles which you engineers, after completion of 4 years, you have to play in future. The role of engineers in nation building is of paramount importance. Engineers are instrumental in shaping the progress and development of a nation in multiple ways. There are a variety of the points where you can contribute. The first important one is infrastructural development, energy solutions, technological advancements, water management, which is most important one, environmental sustainability, healthcare and biotechnology, education and research, disaster management, economic growth, and social impact. If we can go through the infrastructural development, engineers play the most important role in design and construct roads, bridges, railways, airports, and buildings, which can be used not only to improve connectivity and transportation, but it also creates jobs and helps to boost the economic growth of the nation. Another important point is energy solutions. Develop sustainable and clean energy sources. Now you know how much importance of renewable energy is there. Since the fossil fuels are restricted sources, and now we have to think for the renewable energy sources, and engineers play most important role for energy solutions like solar, wind, as well as hydroelectric powers. Then technological advancements. Technological innovations are mostly performed by the engineers. They create new technologies and that can be used to improve existing ones and develop cutting-edge solutions that drive industries, which enhance productivity and improve the quality of life for citizens. Water management. Now you know how important is water in human life. It is a precious resource and engineers involved in water management projects like irrigation, then water treatment plants and flood control measures ensure proper utilization and conservation of water resources. Environmental sustainability. Here, engineers contribute to environmental sustainability by focusing on waste management. But remember, nowadays, waste is converted into wealth by the engineers. And in one fine day, there is no word waste in the dictionary. Because from waste we can convert into wealth, and that can be done by the successful engineers. Also, pollution control is most important parameter, and most of the engineers contributing for environmental sustainability, healthcare and biotechnology. During last pandemic, COVID, we realized how much support can be provided by the engineers for survival of the lives. And from that time onwards, the engineers are more concentrating on healthcare and biotechnology. Education and research. Most of the engineers can continue their research work in educational institutes. And whatever outcome that can be used for the further study and further development. Also, the engineers foster a culture of continuous learning by doing their research, and they can provide successful stories for future growth of various sectors and various areas. Disaster management, that is also important one. A crucial role in disaster management can be played by the engineers, developing early warning systems. Mostly might be you have gone through few weeks before, we are getting some alarms, okay, and that will give you idea. That is on trial basis, okay, and that alarming systems are also developed by the engineers, and designing robust infrastructure to mitigate the impact of natural disaster and emergencies. Most important one is economic growth. The engineers work in various sectors and contribute to economic growth by creating jobs, improving productivity, attracting investments, startups, and fostering entrepreneurship. And last one is the social impact. The work which has been performed by the engineers or the projects for direct and positive impact on society. It provides clean water, designing accessible infrastructure for physically PWD students or the person with disability. PWD stands for person with disability, and developing technologies to assist disadvantaged populations. So these are the roles of the engineers, which plays most important role in nation building and economical growth. Now there are few expectations from fresh joiners. We all, the family members of the Walton College experts, few things from the newly joined students, and these are mentioned here. First one is enthusiasm and energy. You have to come up with the enthusiasm and with positive energy to create positive learning environment, and you have to motivate others to actively engage in academic and extracurricular activities. That is our expectation. Now, you are the smart guys which have lot of new ideas and concepts which will help to bring in fresh perspectives in our campus. It helps to improve the talents and skills, and that will enrich the diversity and creativity within the students' community. We are also expecting good academic performance. To excel in studies and enhance the institute's academic reputation, your academic performance should be good one, so that our reputation will also improve. That will help us to attract more aspiring students and potential employees for recruitment, and definitely it will improve the package, our salary, and all these things. So academic performance is also important, which we are expecting from you, new freshers which are going to join. That will also help to do the collaborations, partnership with industries and other academic institutes. It will also help for new innovations and startups. We are also expecting active participation in all types of the clubs, students' organizations, and our dear students' activities and development will give a few highlights while each session. It will improve the extracurricular and co-curricular activities in the campus, and it will keep the campus live. I will show you a few photographs also, how our students are busy in performing extracurricular and co-curricular activities in the campus. Most important requirement or expectation is knowledge sharing. You have to learn and share new concepts and technologies with your peers, contributing to And as I mentioned, teamwork is essential. Sharing. Okay. Then industry interaction. We are also expecting you should have to participate in industry interaction. We engage with industry professionals and participate in internships or projects to bridge the gap between academia and real world applications. And lastly, alumni network. To become valuable ambassadors for the institute, our alumni are the ambassadors, okay, which will improve the perception. Okay. Therefore, after completion, you have to become ambassador. After your graduation, successful graduation, you are the ambassadors for us, which will promote for potential employees and prospective students once you become alumni. Overall, as a fresh joiners, you are a vital driving force in setting the institute's culture, academic excellence, and its overall development. Now, few skills are there which will help to become a successful engineer. Few are mentioned here. A little bit interest in maths, and it will also vary according to your branch. Okay, it is a branch specific. Second one is the use of fundamental. Whatever branch is there, you have to use your fundamentals. To read the engineering drawings, that is also important. Okay, you should know how to read the engineering drawings to convert it into the useful products. Coding knowledge, which is most important nowadays. Okay, so you have to go through the coding knowledge, design understanding, and able to solve the real life problems. That is the most important service provided by the engineers. And if you are interested to become a successful engineer, you should go through all these points. And as I mentioned repeatedly, the important one is the teamwork. Okay, and that is most important in engineering education. Now, this is one example. Each and every product is a combination of multidisciplinary engineering. It is not possible to create or develop a product by a specific branch. Each and every technology branch will play most important role. Here one example is given, and that is of candy. Okay. Now, the electrical engineer, electronics, IT, CSC, mechanical, civil, chemical, food technology, as well as environment will play its most important role to bring the candy into the market. Okay, so it is a multidisciplinary approach. And that's why NEP, National Education Policy 2020 came into the picture, and recently we have celebrated third anniversary, okay, 29th July, third anniversary of the NEP 2020, and I'm proud to share with you from your batch, we are going to introduce NEP 2020 under the leadership of Dean Academic Sonali Madam. Okay, so be ready for new academic curriculum of NEP 2020 from 28th onwards. So here, this is a multidisciplinary approach. Then somebody would ask how the electrical engineer playing role in the candy. They will design and regulate the electricity throughout the candy manufacturing plant. So that is one example. Similarly, electronics, CSC, IT, monitor and manage the creation of the candy. Chemical or food technology will help you to design the correct combination of ingredients to get the taste and texture. Similarly, mechanical designs the machines in the factory. So it is a multidisciplinary approach, and that we are going to take care into the NEP 2020 curriculum, which is going to be implemented from this year onwards. Now, what are the academic challenges and expectations? As a freshers, might be there are few challenges, but don't worry, we all are here to resolve your problems and so to support you. This is a transition period. Okay. Recently, you have completed your 10th, 12th after successful completion of CET, JEE. Now you are coming to the new era of the engineering education, and this This is the transition period. To make your transition period successful, the government of India, AICTE, introduced this induction program, okay, to make it comfortable, to interact with your peers, to interact with your professors, supporting staffs, so that the transition period becomes smooth. Okay. So, however, you don't take it in a negative way. We will support you during your transition. Okay. Then second one is understanding complex concepts. Some academic subjects involve intricate and abstract concepts, but I'm sure my faculty members will definitely help you to understand all these intricate and complicated subjects. But your hard work and dedication is also important one. Academic integrity. The students should engage in honest academic practices as per the institute rules. We have a certain rules and regulations. Might we will get it through the academic rules and regulations, which are available on the website, virtual website. And also that will be covered during the sessions by Dean Academic and Controller of Examination, Dr. Kharat. They will give you idea what is the discipline, okay, and what are the code of conducts to be followed. So academic integrity is also an important one. Language barriers. For non-native speakers of a language, academic studies conducted in a foreign language can be particularly challenging one. But that care has been also taken in NAP 2010. Okay, National Education Policy. They are promoting the teaching learning in local language. जर तुम्हाला काही प्रॉब्लेम असतील, you ask the questions in Marathi, no problem. Okay, or based on whatever language you are comfortable, and that we are going to take care during teaching learning process also. Then workload and time management. It depends on you how to manage the time, and that is important one. Who respect time, and time will respect you, and you will become successful. So always learn to respect the time and manage the time. Balancing multiple courses, assignments, projects, and extracurricular activities. We have to keep the balance between academic, extracurricular, and co-curricular activities. Diversity of learning styles. The students, those who are going to join with you, are from all over Maharashtra. Even few students are there from Northeast region. 6 students have taken under admissions from foreign nations, NRI category. So, wide diversity is there. So, you have to understand with each other. Test overall nervousness and circumspection. That is always there. Okay, but be relaxed, be comfortable. Exams and assessments may create nervousness and pressure, but with your fellow colleagues, your roommates, you can release the pressure, discuss, ask questions, and come up with the solution. Use of resources. You have to select and use proper resources to become a successful engineer. That may be textbooks, research materials, laboratories. You have to spend much more time in lab sessions, laboratories for hands-on purpose. Our technology will enhance students' ability to learn effectively. We have a good library facility, best in Western Maharashtra. Ajit Chand Gulab Chand library is there. You have to utilize it in a proper way. Even we are providing the books, okay, free of cost on returnable basis. Okay, so that facility is also there. You can utilize it. But nowadays, most of the students, they are going to refer the ready-made PPTs on mobile. So I encourage you to visit the library and try to utilize the maximum resources available in the library. Group work dynamics, that is also important. Collaborative projects need teamwork along with challenges such as unequal participation, different work styles. That is also a problem, but you have to cope up with that problems and try to make the successful education. Technology and distractions, that is a major problem nowadays. Social media, okay. You have to decide how much time you have to spare for the social media, how much time for academics, how much time for the extracurricular and co-curricular activities. Online entertainment and constant notifications can divert students' attention from their studies. So it is up to you how much time should be spared for the social media. Now, as I mentioned, you have to follow strictly the academic values and discipline, and that will be covered by our academics, students' welfare, as well as controller of examination, as well as the registrar will give some ideas how to maintain the discipline during their sessions. So I'm not going to touch that point. These are few quotes which are important. I have taken it from the website. Just go through it. Scientists study the world as it is. Engineers create the world that has never been. Okay, so that is your goal. The way to succeed is to double your failure rate. But that is always not true. Otherwise, you will get in a positive spirit. Remember that, okay? आपण म्हणतो की अपयशी यशाचे पैकी फायदे आहेत, परंतु ते एकदाच असू दे. नॉट सो मेनी टाइम्स. चुका कराव्यात, एकदाच कराव्यात. प्रत्येक वेळेला तीच ती चूक करू नये. ओके? Design is not how it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. So that is also important. Strive for perfection in everything you do. Take the best that exists and make it better. And engineers always go through this. A good scientist is a person with original ideas, whereas a good engineer is a person who makes a design that works with as few original ideas as possible. There are no prima donnas in engineering. And next one is, if I had 9 hours to chop down a tree, I had spent the first 6 sharpening my axe. So that is also important. Depending upon your objective, you have to decide how much time should be spent for the activities to achieve that objectives. जर तुम्हाला एखादं झाड तोडायचं आहे आणि तुमच्याकडे असणारी कुऱ्हाडीला धारच नसेल आणि तुम्ही जर तो प्रयत्न करत बसलात, so it is not possible. So first you have to see that whether the axe which you are going to use is sharpened well or not. Then you do that one and then you go for that. Similarly, depending on your objectives, you have to decide how much time should be given for fulfilling of the events which will help to achieve that objective. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do. And that is done by the engineers. Okay. There is nothing I believe more strongly than getting young people interested in science and engineering for a better tomorrow for all humankind. So these are few quotes. माहिती we have gone through one एक ग्लास असतो ग्लास मध्ये निम्म पाणी असतं ओके so optimistic and pessimistic. Suppose this water is filled with half water. The optimistic person says that what he says, suppose this water is filled with half water, I will make it half. So what the optimistic person says, the water is filled with half water. The engineer says the bottle which has been designed have a double capacity than what is expected. Okay, so that is the expectations from the engineers. Optimistic, pessimistic, and with the engineer. Okay, you have to think out of box, and that is essential to become a successful engineer. This is that. The glass example is that. Okay. To the optimist, the glass is half full. To the pessimist, the glass is half empty. To the engineer, the glass is twice as big as it needs to be, and that is by unknown. Okay. The next one is failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. So these are few quotes which will motivate you for successful completion of the engineers. Now these are few pictures which are taken from the social media. This is important, but don't go through this. 4 years, 40 subjects. Now in NLP it may be more than 40. Okay, in academics will give you idea how many total subjects are there in your career for next 4 years. 4 years, 40 subjects, 400 experiments, 4,000 assignments, 40,000 hours. A normal human being cannot do it. Those superheroes are called engineering students. So you are going to become a successful engineer after going through such heavy load. Okay, but don't take it as a load. Okay, you can go through this in short time duration. Okay, you will feel that. Okay. Yes. Next one, next one is the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Abdul Kalamani म्हटल्याप्रमाणे big dream. स्वप्ने पहा. ओके. नॉर्मली स्वप्न आपण कधी बघतो? झोपेमध्ये. परंतु अब्दुल कलाम म्हणतात की स्वप्न अशी पहा जी तुमची झोप उडवते. Then and then only it is possible to achieve the dreams. झोपेत स्वप्ने बघू नका. To see the dreams जी तुमची झोप घालवते. To achieve that target. Okay? To achieve the dreams. That you have to do. Science is about knowing, whereas engineering is about doing. सफल होने के लिए आपकी सफलता की इच्छा आपके असफलता के डर से बड़ी होनी चाहिए. That is important. कधी-कधी असं होतं की आपण कुठेतरी जात असतो आणि चुकून पाय बसून आपण पडतो आणि लगेच आपण काय करतो? नॉर्मल इन्स्टंट काय असतं आपल्याकडे? आपण पडलेलं कोणी बघितले का? आपल्याला पडलेलं दुःख नसतं. ओके, परंतु आपण पडलं हे कोणी पाहिलं का याच्यामध्ये फार दुःख होतं. So that should not be there. Your talents and abilities will improve over time, but for that you have to start. Start is important. Once you start, gradually you will go towards your target. होणारच नाहीये तितक्या त्याच्यामध्ये हे हर्डल्स आहे ते आहे. हळूहळू जर तुम्ही सुरुवात केली 10% टार्गेट मिळेल, 20% will, 30% will. So start is essential. Always you have to remember that. Instead of giving the excuses, start working. And one in 5 days, you will become successful. You will achieve the 100% target. But you remember that engineering is not or research is not completed in one stage. Okay. It is like a ladder. In engineering research, ladder must be single. One student have to complete one step, second will join, he will complete second. So, engineering education, there is always scope for improvement. And you have to start. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential. That is important. Willpower is important. Okay? The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Similarly, everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life believing that it is stupid. पण तुम्हाला हे देतोय, आश्वासन देतोय की आमच्या फॅकल्टी तुमच्यातले बेस्ट टॅलेंट फुल करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतील. Based on your ability, they will provide you the scope, they will provide you to participate in various activities, and that is important. Okay? Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. जर आवडीची इच्छा असेल, एखादं काम असेल, तर आपल्याला कधीच कंटाळा येणार नाही. Okay? So whatever job you love, that you have to select. 3 Idiots किती लोकांनी पाहिला नाहीये याच्यामध्ये? सगळ्यांनी पाहिला असेल. दंगल किती लोकांनी पाहिला नाहीये? सगळ्यांनी पाहिलेला आहे. Both the movies are from Aamir Khan. 3 Idiots मध्ये काय मेसेज दिलेला आहे? What is the message given in 3 Idiots? Do whatever you are interested as per your will. पालकांना काय मेसेज दिलेला आहे? पालकांनी आपल्या पाल्यावरती जबरदस्ती करू नका. That is the message given in 3 Idiots. And what is the message in Dangal? What is the message in Dangal? जे पालक सांगतायत ते करा. And both the movies are from Aamir Khan. So now you have to decide, okay, on your own, what to select. Okay? आणि पालकांना पण एक माझी विनंती आहे की मुलांच्या वरती प्रेशर करू नका. मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस व्हॉट हॅपन्स, मी देखील एक पालक आहे, मी देखील माझ्या मुलांच्या वरती नेहमी म्हणत असतो, हे करू नको, ते करू नको. परंतु पालकांनी कधीच सांगितलं नाही की हे कर, ते कर. आणि जो काही निगेटिव्हिटी मुलांच्या मध्ये येते ते त्याच्यामधूनच येते. तुम्हाला माहित आहे का की एखादा पाळीव हत्ती बघितलेला आहे? हॅव यू गॉन थ्रू? त्याला साखळदंड बांधलेला असतो पायामध्ये. तो का बांधलेला असतो? का बांधलेला असतो साखळदंड? त्याने पळून जाऊ नये, त्याने इकडे म्हणजे इतरांना अपघात करू नये किंवा त्याने पळून जाऊ नये. परंतु त्याच्यामध्ये कॅपॅसिटी नसते का तो दोरखंड किंवा साखळदंड तोडण्याची? इतकी मोठी ताकद असते, जर त्यांनी प्रयत्न केला तर तो साखळदंड पण तोडू शकतो. परंतु तो प्रयत्नच करत नाहीये. का प्रयत्न करत नाही? कारण त्याच्या लहानपणीच छोट्या वयातच त्याच्या पायामध्ये साखळदंड बांधलेला असतो छोटा. ज्यावेळेला तो छोटा असतो त्यावेळेला त्याने भरपूर प्रयत्न केलेला असतो तो साखळदंड तोडण्याचा. परंतु तो साखळदंड त्यावेळेला तुटत नाही, कारण त्यावेळेला त्याची कॅपॅसिटी नसते. आणि त्याच्या मनामध्ये काय बिंबतं की हे माझ्याकडून होणार नाही. ती मेंटॅलिटी त्याच्यामध्ये फिट होते आणि तो परत प्रयत्न करायचेच सोडून देतो. तर माझं पालकांना जे इथं अवेलेबल असतील, डोंट इन्सिस्ट टू द युअर, तुमची जी काही मुलं असतील त्यांच्यावरती कुठलाही जबरदस्ती करण्याचं सोडून द्या. यू हॅव पॉवर. ती पॉवर तुमच्यामधून परत निर्माण करा, प्रयत्न करा, ट्राय फॉर इट, इट इज पॉसिबल. तीच मानसिकता त्या हत्तीच्या याच्यामध्ये बिंबलेली असते, कारण त्याने लहानपणी प्रयत्न केलेला असतो आणि त्यामुळे नंतर काय होतं ते प्रयत्नच करायला सोडून देतो. सो डोंट डू दॅट, यू हॅव टू ट्राय. ओके, सो might be you have gone through this picture before engineering. This is the picture, and might be your thought. We will sit together, we will discuss. हॉस्पिटलाइज मध्ये असताना तो अभ्यास करतोय, त्याला सलाईन दिलेली आहे. But this is academic education. It is not in our campus. However, most of the students in our campus are actively participating in various activities. Okay. These are few photographs. So the real fact is this one. So you are also becoming the part of these activities. And it will help, as I mentioned, academic students enjoy activities in campus. And that is to improve the diversity. That is the example of diversity and inclusivity. You see, you go to the photographs. Most of the students are actively participating in each and every activities. So these are few. Yes. Hello. So that is from my side regarding the legacy management or all these things. Our professor Devi Kulkarni will give you idea. If not, I have also prepared slides. If something is missing, I will join with you. Before that, let me introduce my officers, deans, and HODs. We have a team of more than 20-25 professors, those who are working at various positions. Now I request our team members to come on the stage. Myself, I am here. Professor A.V. Kandre, he is the Vice Principal of Polytechnic. He is busy. Today also, they are also going to conduct the induction program. Might be with that activity. Professor S.B. Kadam, yes, sir, who is looking after the registrar at Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Professor Tamandar is in class, who is looking after the finance, and that is important. Okay. To be budgeted, what happening in the state government also. Okay. So finance is the most important one. Next one is Sonali Madam in academics. Agassi Madam. This is the most important portfolio in academics, who is going to deal with the curriculum. Okay, I don't know how many subjects are there. Total you have to complete in. Madam, might be it is more than 40. Okay. Then Agassi Madam, who is taking care of Dean Research and Development. Professor Daigode, he is busy with other activity. He is a training and placement, which is most important might be for you. Okay. So Professor Daigode, fortunately, our placement is good one. More than 90% is there. Professor Momin, recently we have started innovation, incubation, and entrepreneurship cell, and he is the dean of IIE cell. Professor Pandey, was looking after the dean planning, and presently he is head of applied mechanics department. Professor Pandey is there. Professor Kamada, is the chief rector. Professor Kharat is the controller of examination. Dr. Kokle is the associate dean quality assurance. That is important one. We have to maintain the quality. Professor Surve, he was there, but right now might be he is busy with lecture. Who is associate dean students welfare and activities. Dr. Khoth Associate Dean Students Welfare. We will look after the admission process, scholarship, and overall development for the students. Welfare, overall welfare of the students. Professor G.R. Monoli sir, he is the head of Civil Engineering Department. Professor Satta, he is the head of Mechanical Engineering Department. Professor More, head of Electrical Engineering Department. Professor Ricker, head of Electronics Engineering Department. Professor Shah Madam, head of Computer Science and Engineering. Professor Rathod, head of Information Technology. Professor Pandey, Professor Kamal Finance. P.A. Mani, who is looking after the purchase sale. Dr. A.P. Patil, who is the Gymkhana in charge. Lecture. Professor M.K. Chavan, who is in charge of Culture Informatics Center, which is the most important center. And recently we have spent over 2.5 crores to make the campus 100% Wi-Fi. Okay. Internet facility and all these things are taken care by the system. Online courses and everything support is provided by the system. Then Professor Madale sir. Professor Madale is the FY coordinator. You have to remember him because next 1 year you have to approach him for your issues, problems. We are also there, but it should be routed through him, Professor Madale. Librarian of Adichan Gulabchan Library, Santosh Agawani is there. Apart from that, all professors, supporting staff members are continuously working hard for betterment of the institute. So this is Walchand College of Engineering Sangli team. So please give दूसरी स्लाइड दूसरा प्रेजेंटेशन So this is just within Kulkarni sir, you'll be 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, next. Yeah, this is a main administrative ending. Next. Our motto, Kriya Sakti Satve. Next. Honorable Sri Ajit Gulabchand, who is the chairman of Administrative Council, Walchand College of Engineering Sangli. And this is the list of members who are in Administrative Council. Honorable Chairman Ajit Gulabchand, Sanjay Kaka Patil, who is the MP, Sangli. Professor Viren Gurchuk, C.N. Gandhi, Sri Amol Chauhan, Ajit Singh, Director IICT New Delhi, Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari, who is Director NITI, Mumbai, Professor Arvind Balan, IISc Bangalore, Vinod Mohitkar, Director DT Mumbai, Dr. D.V. Jadhav, Joint Director RO, DT Pune, Shalaka Dhawan is also member, myself and Professor Pandey are the members in Administrative Council. Next. This is math. Okay, now you are here. You are sitting here. Okay, okay. This Tilak hall is there. Overall ground is there. Next. These points might be Professor D.P. Kulkarni is covering. Next. These are a few milestones. Okay, and one video clip is also there. 30 minutes clips. These points will be covered in that clip. Next. NEP, as I mentioned, NEP 2020, previous years. This year onwards, we are going to implement NEP 2020. We got the extension for autonomy in 2022. Next. It is a government-aided institute. The AICT recognized institute, UGC 2 year and 12 certified. All compliance has been fulfilled. Mandatory disclosures are compiled in proper way. Next. This is the vision to produce capable graduate engineers with an aptitude for research and leadership. Mission to impart quality education through demanding academic programs. To enhance career opportunities for students through exposure to industry. To promote excellence by encouraging creativity, critical thinking, and discipline. To inculcate sensitivity towards society and respect for the environment. This is the vision and mission of Walchand College of Engineering only. Next. We have 6 programs, maybe you have gone through it. Okay, you have gone through your each and every content of Walchand College, and that's why you have admitted here. The first choice for Walchand is there, and this is the capacity. This may be an additional Northeast quota and other 6 DWC. The total count goes to 450. Next. This is about PG programs. We have 10 PG programs. Environmental science, structural engineering, mechanical design, mechanical heat power, mechanical production, electrical control system engineering, electrical power system engineering, electronics engineering, computer science engineering, computer science and information technology. Total intake is of 150. Next. We have a PhD research center, and 3 programs are there under Shivaji University, Kolhapur. The IICT Doctor Fellowship is also there. Quality Improvement Program PhD is there, which is operated by AICT, All India Council for Technical Education. And all streams, we have a PhD research center. About 60 plus are doing their research in various areas. Next. Governance and various committees are there as per the requirement of the AICT, UGC, and DT. Administrative Council, as I mentioned. Building Works Committee, Academic Council, which is a higher authority in academics to design the curriculum. Admission Committee is there. We have gone through that here only. Okay, Admission Committee is working for the admissions of UG, PG, and Polytechnic. Board of Studies, each and every department. Examination Committee is also there. Finance Committee, Library Committee, Purchase, Discipline, Anti-Ragging. Okay. Then Sexual Harassment Committee, ICC is also there. So all committees are well placed and working smoothly. Next. These are various departments and sections. Civil, electrical, mechanical, electronics, information. Apart from that, humanities and science department is also there. Postgraduate programs at various departments, as I mentioned. Examination, administrative office. In administrative office, general administration, students facility center to take care of the students' scholarship, okay, and additional admission provisions. All these things are taken care at the students facility center. Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship Cell is there. WIC is there. Library, Center for Continuous Education. Right now, this task is given to Professor Marathe. Okay, under the name of Valchan Global, Professor Marathe. Yes, we'll take care of this Center for Continuous Education. Central store, Gymkhana, maintenance section is there, hostels. Okay, then dispensary for medical support. That will be taken care by Chief Rector. TechCube, right now it is not there, but we have gone through 3 phases of the TechCube. And Polytechnic wing is there. Next. But these are few snaps, okay, of departments: civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics. Next. Computer engineering, information technology, hostel, examination section. Next. Infrastructure. The total area is about 90.2 acres. 45 buildings are there. 28 classrooms. 53 UG labs. 22 PG labs. As I mentioned, well occupied central library based in Western Maharashtra, having 2,697 square meter area. Internet facility, near about 1,000 Mbps is there. Administrative block, auditorium, this is a dinner hall. Various departments, examination section, all these facilities. Open air theater is there. Okay. Next. These are few photographs of the Valchan Informatics Center, Students Facility Center, recording studio, okay, which can be taken care by Dean Academic with Chief Rector. This is academic complex, just we have entered through this. Jogging park, okay. Then badminton court, Tilak Hall, where you are right now sitting. Open air theater, backup power supply is there. Next. Central library, online library facility is there. As I mentioned, free space. Yeah. Students' reading room, separate room, reading room is there, and it is fully occupied. Faculty reading room is also there. Number of books, 1 lakh plus books are available in the library. Book bank scheme is there, as I mentioned. 38,000 plus books are available, and that we are providing free of cost on a reasonable basis. E-journals, well-known peer-reviewed journals, IEEE, ASME, NDES, Science Direct, all these facilities, online facilities are available free of cost. Hardbound print journals are also there. We are about 128. Next. These are the various facilities. During next few days, you will go through all these facilities. Various clubs and associations will support you, help you to go through various kind of the facilities which are available in campus. And I urge you to utilize in maximum way whatever resources available in campus. Okay. Next. This is the faculty position for UG, PG. We have near about 99 faculties other than Polytechnic wing, and for Polytechnic there are near about 35, including regular and contract faculty. That means total faculties which are available in campus for UG, PG and Polytechnic is about 135. Okay. Out of that, 43 plus faculties are with PhD, and during next 1 year might be it will cross 50. Most of the faculties, 6-7 faculties, they are on the verge of completion of the PhD. So about 45% faculty have a PhD qualification and remaining have registered for the PhD. Regarding the supporting staff, total sanction strength is 202. Out of that, regular are 96 and on contractual 104 faculty, supporting staff members are there. Next. So during COVID, we supported a lot, okay, and we developed few products which helps a lot during COVID period. So these are few photographs. Okay. Robot for doctors, bicycle sprayer, then misting tunnel, hand cleaning session. So, lot of efforts are taken and support is given to the district administrative as well as the state governments during COVID period. Even our hostel facility was provided as a center for the COVID affected. Next. These are few examples. IPR policy in place, product development guidebook, face mask detection, visitor management system, campus maintenance software, alumni portal is also there. Next. We have better industry collaborations, but there is always scope for the improvement, and we are trying our level best to improve the industry collaborations. Next. So, this is about the placement statistics. As I mentioned, the percentage is always more than 85%. Okay. If we go through the placement, 1920, 86% more than, 2021, 86 more than, 21, 22, 87%, 22, 23, last year it was 90%. Okay, and recently for this batch, those who are in the final year, we have started the placement activities in May. Until now, 110 students placed. Okay, with average salary of 12 lakhs plus. Okay, 12.63 till date. June, July, August. Within 3 months, 110 out of 385, 90 students are already placed. Okay, and the average salary is 12.63. If you go through this average salary, year to year it is going to be increase. So this is the statistics for placement. The median salary is also going to be increased, and this is the highest CPG package during last 4-5 years. Last 2 years, Microsoft and Google, they have not visited any institute in Maharashtra. That's why there is a reduction in the highest cities. This package is by Microsoft and by Google. But we are trying so that Microsoft and Google also can visit placement activities. Okay. Next. Recruiters. Details will be given, the further details will be provided by our training and placement officer, Professor Daigode. Will give you insights of the placement. Okay. So these are few recruiters. Next. These are proud alumni of Walchand College of Engineering Family. This is for example. The list is more. More than 18,000 alumni are working at all over the world. Okay. तुम्ही जर बाहेर बघितलात तर तुम्हाला एक पृथ्वीचा ग्लोब दिसेल. पाहिला ना? That was installed during the installation start of the engineering institute. तो याच्यासाठी उभा केलेला आहे की इथला प्रत्येक ग्रॅज्युएट इंजिनियरनी ऑल ओव्हर वर्ल्ड वरती काय करायला पाहिजे? सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड करायला. And fortunately, more than 18,000 alumni till now, they are working at various places, okay, and providing the service to the society. A few examples: Lina Nagarji, Global CEO of Channel, might be you all know. Okay. Then Vidya Kulkarni, Joint Director of CBI, Vishwas Saptal, who is the IFS officer, and so many. Fortunately, every year 4 to 5 students from Walchand College are in the rank list of UPSC and MPSC. The success rate in GATE, GRE, TOEFL, okay, is good one. About 10 to 15% students goes for higher studies. Okay, so that is the success rate of Walchand College of Engineering Family, and we are providing all kind of the support, all kind of clubs, social activities are carried out at Walchand College of Engineering Family. Recently, we have reinitiated the NSS activity also. Okay, so this is a list. Not only this, and so many other proud alumni are there. Next. These more than 15-16 clubs and associations are there. Details will be provided by Professor Dr. Sulve during its session. Next. Research area. If you are interested to do the research, department-wise, the research topics are provided here. Okay. civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics, CSC like IT. Recent advanced areas topics are selected for the further research for betterment of the society and to support the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay. Next. Teaching learning, good facilities are there. That will be covered by teen academics during the session. Next. Resources. Next. Now, SWOT analysis. Each and every person has to do its SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and challenges. Okay. Threats. Threats or challenges. SWOT. Here it is taken as C. Challenges. But SWOT, SWOT means threats and challenges. Yeah. These are strengths. Good management support under the leadership of Honorable Ajit Gulabchand. We are working hard for betterment of the institute. 76 years of standing. Last year we celebrated our platinum jubilee. Brand name and most preferred institution, good students intake, excellent infrastructure, quality and competent faculty, good placement. So these are the strengths. Of weakness, existing policy limits attracting top quality faculty because we have to go through the compliance of UGC, DT, university. Okay. And once we get approval, we can do that. But there are some hurdles. Lack of dissemination and understanding of HR policies, incentives and transparency. Lack of clarity of role, responsibility and accountability, skills, staff shortage. No strong alumni engagement. These are few weaknesses. Opportunities. Strengthening collaboration with industry in research, consultancy, training and internships. Global initiatives through foreign university tie-ups. This is required. Need of the generation. Okay. And we are working on it. Enhanced community engagement, strong alumni. These are the opportunities. Challenges, entry of foreign universities. These are the threats. But that threats we are taking in the positive spirit. We are converting all the threats into opportunity. And always you have to do that. Ekada challenge asay, ekada threats asay, you have to convert it into opportunity. And then only you will become the successful. Always try to convert threats, challenges into the opportunities. Possible financial crunch, retention and recruitment of quality faculty for PG courses, and location. Most of the students and parents are interested to opt for metro cities like Pune, Mumbai. Okay, that is the challenge for us. So this is the key functionaries we have already covered. Thank you very much for patience listening. Yes, if any one or two questions, or I will hand over the session to Professor. Yes, Professor. Professor. Or yes.
To begin with the next session, we have Dr. D.B. Kulkarni, who is Senior Professor in Information Technology Department with more than 30 years of experience in academics at Walchand. He completed his master's from IIT Bombay in 1999 and later doctorate from Shivaji University in 2005. He was a postdoctoral fellow at University of New Brunswick in 2007. He has published a number of papers in international journals and conferences, guided many PG and PhD students. He has worked as visiting professor at ICT Technical University, Vienna in 2010. He has held several key positions such as head of the department, in charge Central Computing Facility, and registrar at Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Now may I request Dr. D.P. Kulkarni sir to please come to dais, and his topic of his discussion will be legacy of Walchand.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I don't see. You have learned, you have heard a lot. For a long time, we were hearing the speech by in charge director. So I think you have lost some energy. So good morning once again. Okay, thank you. So good morning all, and I welcome all of you to this session. First of all, I welcome all of you to this
Yes, sir.
wonderful institute named Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Actually, I have been given the responsibility of informing you about the legacy of the institute. But before that, I'd like to thank our in charge director, Dr. Dabde, that most of the points which I wanted to cover, he has most of the things has covered. So I have very little things left, but still I will try to cover them. But before that, you must be knowing that the institute has completed 75 years last year. It was a platinum jubilee celebration we have carried out. So institute has created, in fact, Dr. Apte has created a very nice video of the beginning of the institute. So I request you to play that video. It is for 15 minutes and most of the points are covered there. Whatever are left, probably I'll try to cover them through my slides. Okay, so please.
Came forward and donated the substantial sum of rupees 5 lakhs in year 1925. The same year, the college was renamed as Walchand College of Engineering in the presence of then Vice President of India, Dr. S. Alumni. This was not just a ceremonial reunion, but it was a major breakthrough in diversification and expansion of the college. While pre-1955 college has only significant comprising of 170 students, post-1955 acquired a new dimension in the form of mechanical and electrical trades, the along with an exceptional incentive and technical. From 1971, the college started one teaching programs and also started the diploma program in Induction Programme. Year 1972 was celebrated as a silver jubilee year. In 1977, Government of Maharashtra conferred 19% randomly to this college. On the verge of beginning digital revolution in the country, UG program in electronics and computer science was started in 1986. The college celebrated its golden jubilee in 1997.
बघा
In 1998, postgraduate program in computer science was started, and later, in 2001, undergraduate program in information technology was started.
हा लावले की आता
In
लाईट लावले
2005, Watson was selected for TechWid one project by NHRD, and UGC awarded academic autonomy in 2007. This was a major milestone in the history of Watson, as it was a trigger for rapid change there onwards. The last 1.5 decades have seen ascending order of reforms, upgradations, innovations, and multi-dimensional progress of Watson on academic, administrative, and infrastructure fronts. WCE was selected for Technical 1, 2, and 3 phases by NHRD and effectively utilized funds for upgradation of UG and research infrastructure, academic reforms, improving institute governance, increased employability, providing greater access to digital resources, and facilitation of e-learning. Majority of UG and PG programs awarded NPA accreditation with the distinction of getting A grade by NAAC. As stated in the National Education Policy 2020 document, the world is undergoing rapid changes in the knowledge landscape. WCE is keeping pace with the same by updating its academic systems. With the advent of scientific and technological advances, such as the rise of big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and Industry 4.0, many unskilled jobs worldwide may be taken over by machines, while the need for skilled workforce, particularly involving mathematics, computer science, and data science, in conjunction with multidisciplinary abilities, will be in better demand. Watson is looking forward to produce not only domain specific engineers, but capable graduate engineers, as stated in our vision statement. A graduate or postgraduate passing out from here should be solution engineer with a blend of multidisciplinary skill set, who is a lifelong learner, has respect for the environment, and above all, a good human being. At present, there are 4 diploma programs, 6 UG programs, 10 PG programs, and 5 PhD programs. Around 700 students are studying in diploma programs, 2,000 plus students are studying in various BTech programs, around 300 plus students in MTech, and nearly 60 scholars are pursuing their PhD programs. The team Watson has 141 faculty members and around 150 support staff. There are 42 faculty members with doctorate qualification. We have highly adaptive academic philosophy to ensure the learning experience is a proper mix on cognitive, motor, and behavioral domains with variations of professional and life skills. Some of the important features of our academics are outcome-based education, choice-based grading system, experiential learning, track-based curriculum, value-added courses. There are special courses like foreign language, human relations at work, IPR, legal and safety aspects of engineering, as well as finance and project management. There is also a
The Institute credit transfer facility. The Institute also has minor and honor certification program, allowing students to acquire additional knowledge and skill set as per their career plans, thus providing a total transformational learning.
There is some technical glitch here. Just
Topics on cognitive, motor, and behavioral domains with foundations of professional and life skills.
Alright, in the meantime, let me once again congratulate all of you for taking admission to this reputed institute, Virgin College of Engineering Science. Probably you are the most fortunate batch till now because you will see a lot of changes which is going on into the curriculum, and that is due to the implementation of NEP 2020. You will see that probably what last year students, your seniors have done, you will be doing different. You will be doing it differently, and that is most important because of the dynamic nature of requirements which are changing worldwide, and we need to adapt to those changes. So I think you will be the most fortunate batch to get admission at this very crucial time, and getting to know a lot of things. And the important part of it is probably this batch, yours batch, will experience the most flexibility in terms of academics. Most flexibility in the sense that probably you will be able to move across the disciplines, you will be able to take the courses across the disciplines, and that is very important as far as the current situation in the world is concerned. So currently, if you look at the other universities in and around very good institutes and universities abroad, you will find that. Okay, let us continue with that video. I think
Virtual students, making them competent enough to find their own place in the professional world outside. We have now all classrooms with all latest teaching learning aids, laboratories with state-of-the-art equipment, and a number of simulation and modeling software. we have 6 industry-sponsored labs by eminent industries like Siemens, Dassault, John Deere, IBM, Veritas, Zymetrix. One of our eminent alumni, Mr. Ram Kumar Rathi, director at Behri Rathi Group of Pune, has donated a sum of rupees 1 crore to set up a structural health monitoring laboratory. We have industry-run courses and we depute our UG students to industries under internship programs. Industry liaison is an integral part of our academics. Contents of the course are designed based on the inputs from industry. The college faculty provides professional services to industries in terms of consultancy and testing. The average revenue generated in last 2 years through consultancy is 1.5 crores. Intellectual property of 7 patents with 1 Australian patent and about 25 patents in processing stage. The institute has IPR and product design policies in place. During the recent pandemic situation, WCE has helped society and government agencies by developing COVID-related products. Our faculty are on the various board of studies and other committees of renowned institutions in India. The departments are associated with professional institutions like IEEE, IET, ACM, ASME, and ASHTE. Faculty and students are encouraged to publish their research work through research papers, books, and patents. The institute has H index of 38. The institute also organizes a research symposium and a hackathon every year. The placement performance of our students in last 2 years has been phenomenal in spite of the uncertainties in trial times. The average placement in last 2 academic years, that is 2019-20 and 2020-21, has been more than 85%, with the highest CTC of 33 lakhs and 43 lakhs respectively. In fact, this achievement proves the efficacy of the online teaching, learning, and examination processes. The students are also provided support for training for GATE and other competitive exams. In last 2 years, we have completely revamped our examination process. We have now digitally automated student life cycle, which is a paperless system from the first year enrollment to the final year examination. Speaking about infrastructural reforms, we have state-of-the-art Vulcan Informatics Center with an objective of providing seamless access to the IT infrastructure, centralized servers, and software license management. A training hall, access control, attendance and surveillance system, a fully equipped video content creation studio. There is a campus-wide wireless connectivity through 120 access points with 800 Mbps internet bandwidth. The campus is under intelligent video surveillance with the help of 250 cameras. The Ajit Gulabchand Central Library is one of the prime academic and infrastructural assets of Vulcan. Spread over about 2,700 square meter area, the library owns more than 1 lakh books, around 6,500 plus e-journals and 128 print journals. In the same building, we have 24 hours open study rooms, which are located on left and right of the perfectly preserved Ganesha temple, which has been an identity of Vulcan campus since last many years. The ambience in the library is a perfect mix of modern architecture and harmony with nature. Anyone sitting in the library and study rooms can't resist himself from opening a book and immerse inside. Our mess, hostels are also modernized now with increased living comfort, sanitation, hygiene, and ambience, and of course, free access to internet. Students have access to a modern badminton court with wooden flooring, a basketball court, volleyball court, and a 400 meters jogging track, and a well-equipped indoor and outdoor gym. There is a vibrant club culture with 13 student clubs which organize different technical, social, and cultural activities.
Since its inception, Walchand has consistently remained in the top priority for students aspiring to become an engineer. The meritorious students studying here, their exemplary academic and extracurricular achievements, the transformation that is they experience, and above all, the stellar achievements of the Walchand alumni on national and international scales has kept the glittering aura of Walchand always glowing. Under the guidance of the visionary leadership, every member of the team Walchand has been contributing wholeheartedly and proactively. We are looking forward to collaborative activities with alumni to realize its vision. We have taken up activities such as industry talks, meets and mentorships, employability assistance, modernization and setting up of industry supported labs, industry sponsored projects, industry sponsored awards. We appeal all alumni to proactively participate in such activities. If we zoom out over the span of last 7.5 decades, we have surpassed our own achievements and grown substantially on both horizontal and vertical scales. With the strong alumni support and team effort, the day is not far away when Walchand College of Engineering Sangli will be a finest seat of learning. Thank you.
All right, so this gives you bird's eye view of what institute is at present. It also covers some of these important parts of starting phase of the institute. I have now one more presentation with me. Please excuse me if I'm skipping some of the slides because these slides probably will give you the same information. So I'm trying to avoid the repetition. So yeah, so starting with the institute, let us see where we are located. I think you have seen it. You have traveled a lot. Maybe students are coming from different parts of Maharashtra, but they know where we are. So we are somewhere here. This is Sangli, and this is the surrounding places. This is what Walchand College of Engineering Sangli is, and this is the map of Walchand College of Engineering Sangli, and this is the quadrangle, and this is where we are at present. This is the brief history. I want you to just go through it once. Maybe this is very important. It is established in 1947, now with the freedom of our nation. It is established by late Sri Dumnoma Sati, and it was named as New Engineering College initially, and then it was renamed as Walchand College of Engineering Sangli. This was done in 1955 with generous donation from Walchand Trust. In 1971, the institute becomes the first in Shivaji University Kolhapur to start PG programs. And institute also started a research center. So research center is required if you want to produce PhDs, doctorates. In 1977, institute received a grant, and so at present the status is almost like that. We are receiving 90% of the salary grants from the same government. So if you call me or if you ask me whether the institute is government, it is not government, it is government aided, and 90% of aid in form of salary is given provided by the state. In 2003, institute got selected for TechUp. TechUp is the technical education. It's a World Bank program, World Bank aided program, and we received huge grants from it for uplifting the various facilities in the institute, for supporting a lot of other activities in the institute, and in the first step, in the first milestone, I can say, in 2007, institute became autonomous. Autonomous in the sense that institute got the power of changing, modifying the curriculum of all branches as per the needs of the society. So it was one of the important steps in the history of institute that it became autonomous. It got a power, it got a complete freedom in terms of academics. So now institute can frame the syllabus, can decide what topics, what courses can be added, what topics can be added, and lot many other details can be included just by a very simple process of through the Board of Studies and the other academic boards. Then in 2013, Institute has got NBA accreditation. In 2014, UGC has extended the autonomy and so on and so forth. So at present, Institute, many courses are accredited by NBA and it's also accredited by NAC, which are the main functionaries at the national level to accredit the technical institutes. This student intake is already covered. This was the photograph of NAC peer team visit, which was held in 2016. Again, these are some of the slides. I will not go through these because these are some way or the other covered by the other speakers. So this is the old photograph of badminton hall. Okay. These are the photographs of Silver Jubilee function which was held in the institute after 25 years. It is normally held after 25 years. Then there are some photographs which are taken at the Golden Jubilee after completing 50 years. So we see many dignitaries on the dais. And importantly, the institute has organized a double wicket game, cricket game here in Sangli. It was held outside, but Merchant College was one of the main organizers of this. So you see many cricket players like Sachin Tendulkar, Jawahar Srinath, and not many other players on the field. So it was a sponsored. It was an activity which is carried out by the. And then you see some of the photographs here. I think all these are covered, so I will not go in. I will not spend time on this. Most of these parts will be covered by individual faculty, individual section heads. So these are some of the Indian experts who visited the institute. Dr. Kapur, who is interacting with the faculty members. Then we had a lot of work on curriculum design. Once we got autonomy, we started working on how the curriculum can be designed, devised, and implemented at various levels. And then we had a lot of academics practices in place. Like we used to use the model, which is CLMS. So and a lot of other resources are also being used for supporting the academic practices in the institute. So, for example, online assignments are given, monitoring is being done, remedial classes are taken, student feedback is also collected. Then various softwares were used for creating video lectures. Then a lot of approaches were used like brainstorming session, think, pair, share, and all those things. These are some of the best practices which are followed in the institute. And these are the industries. I think this is all covered already. These are some of the labs which are set up in the institute recently. John Deere, IBM, MPCB, DRDO, and Danfoss. These are some of the research equipments which are used for carrying out research. These are some of the best practices which are followed in the institute, like solar street lighting, natural lighting, training programs for weaker sections, and so on and so forth. These are some of the alumni of the institute working at various higher positions. So that's all about my presentation. I did not cover, I did not spend a lot of time in this. I just want to cover just by moving across what is being assigned to me. I would like to have some word of advices to the students. I have noted some of the points, and I feel that being one of the senior faculty member in the institute, everybody should at least think over what I am saying. So first thing, probably as I said, NEP was one of the milestones for the institute, and probably you will be be witnessing it for the first time. So you will witness everything. Like you will have a lot of facility in terms of courses. You will have a lot of facilities in terms of interaction with the experts here, with the experts outside, taking courses here, outside, and so on and so forth. Second important thing which probably every student faces when he comes here is the problem of language. So earlier, till last year maybe, we used to say that English is the only language with which the communication will take place. But now, because of the strategies of central government and AICT, uh, many of the courses, you will be able to see their translations. I mean, whether it is a course book or a delivery in the institute, in the classroom. This will take place in the mother tongue, Matrubhasha. It was one of the major concern. It was one of the major hurdle, because what students were doing is they were trying to cope up and muck up the things, because it was compulsory earlier to do everything in English. But nowadays, from this batch onwards, probably that flexibility will also be available. Of course, in what form and all the details could be available only once we start experimenting all these things, but it is made available. Second is, I have seen that many students are trying to, I mean, for example, if they have admitted in, say, the courses like civil engineering or mechanical engineering, they try to see in the first year, the initial session till institute round, or immediately after the first year to change the branch. Like many of them are running after the branches like computer science and information technology. But remember that though those branches are very popular, it is not necessary that you will get at the end of 4 years. It is not necessary that you will be very happy to have that kind of branch after 4 years, because as I said, the dynamic is completely and very changing very fast. So what I want is, whatever you have got, see, computer science or IT, these are the tools. I am basically from IT background or computer science background. So what I feel is, these are, you have to use, you have to see that how the computerized skills can be introduced or can be used while learning various courses. So that is very important, and probably at the time of interviews, campus interviews, it will be seen that how effectively you have learned the different courses and acquired these skills. Okay. So for acquiring the skills, it is essential that you should learn whatever technical resource, computerized resources available on internet. Internet is basically a big university. We call Google also as a university, but you will get everything, whatever is being even taught in the class on internet. Only thing is that you need to decide what should be taken, what should be referred, and importantly, whether you are understanding that. So understanding part is very important, and you should focus more on that understanding part instead of just looking at the branches. So branch names probably will remain only names later on. What is important is what skills you have acquired and how effectively you are using computers, hardware, software, whatever, these resources into the understanding and into the practice. So that will be more important. Another important thing which has happened recently is development of ChatGPT. Nowadays you will see that everything is available on ChatGPT. Just ask on the prompt, you just give that this is what I want. You will get a big list of things which you need to carry out, or probably you will see that the programming is also has become so simple that many of the courses say that no programming language, no programming knowledge is required. So zero programming skills are required. Right? So if zero programming skills are required, then probably the role of computer science engineers, the role of IT engineers is very limited that way. So, and ultimately being the courses being offered to all the disciplines. So basic programming courses anyway will be available to all disciplines. So I don't think we should, one should rigorously follow or rigorously ensure that a particular branch is solved. So ChatGPT is one of the important innovation, and I appeal to all the students to use it as far as possible. So try installing ChatGPT desktop or whatever software related to ChatGPT and practice it, because you will get lots of resources and probably everything will be available in form of ChatGPT nowadays using that LLMs. Another important and last important point is the attendance in the classes. You will feel that some of the lectures are slightly boring. So I feel that though you feel that it is some of the lectures are boring, I appeal to all the students to ensure that you remain present in the class and understand what is being taught, because that is very important. Why it is important is because whatever is being taught in the class, if you try to do it on your own, it will take at least the double time. So it is always better that you spend that time, less time in class, prepare your own notes. This is again very important, and then ensure that you pass. So first year is important, and you should be very active in that first year, sincere and active. And along with studies, I also appeal to all of you to ensure that you attain or you participate in other activities. So these are some of the things which I feel are very important for the student entering into the college. So because of the time constraint, I'll stop here. But before that, I would like to congratulate all of you once again for entering into this fabulous college of Walchand College of Engineering. So I thank the organizers, the director, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure you all will remember the words by Dr. D.B. Kulkarni, sir, as they are the extracts of his vast experience of last 30 plus years. Going ahead with the next session, building a successful career as an engineer is a dream of everybody sitting here. Walchand's tagline, if you read, it is Kriya Siddhi Sattve. Success in any endeavor is because of purity. Purity in intentions, purity in thoughts, purity in actions, purity in every aspect of life. Well, this is very subjective. If we think objectively, then what do we mean by a successful career? Is it just about scoring good marks? Is it just about getting a good salary job? Or is it something more than that? What are the essential ingredients of building a successful career? To answer all those questions, we have with us today a person who is basically a teacher transformed into a corporate professional. Mr. Kabir Gaikwad, who is head corporate human resource at Atlas Copco India Private Limited, a global company with history of about 150 years, where industrial ideas come to life. Mr. Kabir is a thought leader with a blend of academic and corporate experience of last 22 years. A man behind transforming workforce into a talent force. Graduated from Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur in 1998, and later he completed Master of Business Administration in Human Resource from Institute of Management, Malegaon. From 2001 to 2008, he was in academics. From 2008, he worked with HR departments of industries like Suzlon, Tata Cummins, and Atlas Copco. Since 2019, he is working as Head Corporate HR, India and Bangladesh for Atlas Copco India Limited. He is a certified Gallup Strength Finder coach. He is a distinguished Rewards Ready Fellow by Aon HR Learning Center and many more certifications. I request Dr. D.P. Kulkarni to please felicitate Mr. Kabir Gaikwad. A big round of applause, please. And now I transfer this dais to Mr. Kabir, as we are all eager to listen to verses of Kabir.
Good afternoon. Since how long you are sitting here? At what time you started? 10 o'clock. Okay. So, am I standing between you and your lunch? I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Am I standing between you and your lunch? Okay. I had two options. I would have stood in between you and your sleep after lunch, or I had option to stand in between you and your lunch. I prefer to stand in between you and your lunch. Okay. So first of all, a big congratulations to each one of you for being the part of Vanchan. I think Vanchan is a brand name what most of us will aspire for, and I think you could become part of it. So first of all, congratulations. And I'm sure there are few proud parents are sitting here also who want to witness the first day of the great journey which is about to become, right? So I think first of all, congratulations to you all. There is always a one saying I like it. It is like नजर नजर से गुजरना अच्छी बात होती है, हर नजर से गुजरना अच्छी बात होती है। नजर नजर से गुजरना अच्छी बात होती है, हर नजर पे गुजरना अच्छी बात होती है। बुलंदियों पे आना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, बुलंदियों पे रहना बड़ी बात होती है, right? So I think probably your first victory, what you were aspiring to get into good college, is being done already, right? But now the real struggle starts now. I'll tell you one of the sentence of the great CEO of Jamnagar Cluster. He used to say, "I never stop qualifying for my job even today." What does that mean? The CEO is what? The Chief Executive Officer, who used to be the highest authority for any company for that matter. And what he used to say, "I never stop qualifying for my job." Meaning what? Even if you become CEO, you have struggle. You have to prove every day like you deserve to be there. So I hope that if you are feeling that I am done with my job now, I am in a good college, welcome. Your journey just started now. Okay. Another thing is like, you will hear it from your colleagues or seniors is that there is a lot of importance to submission. Right? Engineering institutions giving a lot of importance to what? Submission. But let me tell you, that is called a submission. Your mission should be different. What is mission? If any one of you want to say me your mission, what is it? Why is that you took admission to engineering? Just because to get a good job, right? How will you get a good job? That's pretty important to have it. So without wasting too much of time, I think I have given the title of that is called as refresh. I'm sure F5 when you click on your laptop, you refresh everything, right? So I just want you to be refreshing your memory from 10 to 12 and then thereafter the journey, how will it be coming soon? So, this is called as to be informed to be transformed. why is that this session has been arranged by most of the people to you? Why is that we're informing you so that we can transform? What is in by transforming? You have to let go something and you have to add something in you, right? So I have one video to show it to you, but before that I think, can you just click on that? Or you go in a folder maybe. And then last one. Yeah. So just see why is that this session is arranged, and probably I will just start it thereafter. You getting? In the meantime, I'm sure most of you know about the idea of universe, or why it is important to go deeper, or I would say higher. That is something is today, probably today, tomorrow, the Chandrayaan, that journey started, right? From Earth, we could go up to Moon. But this is one, I think I would like you to just give attention on to what is it. Okay, there could be many technical difficulties. Probably you have to solve it as you become engineer afterwards. Okay, if you are finding difficulties, then let's drop it. How much time do you think it will take it? 20 seconds? 30 seconds? My purpose to show this video was like, the things are not so obvious. There is something much deeper and there is something much higher. So if you think like you have got admission to engineering, that's done, that's not enough. You need to go deeper to understand some concept. So let's look at the video once and probably you get the idea. You have to come out of the mode of the presentation. Yeah, now we use learning. Anyway, can I leave it? Because I think I don't want to waste our time. That's one lesson I want to leave it to you. Because there is a lot at stake. When it comes to the presentation, if it does happen in front of management team or the highest company, the highest authority in the company, it doesn't take well. So you have to have the preparation, you have to have the study before we go for it. So I am telling you the reason why, because at the end of the day, the progression from first to second to third to 10th or 11th to 12th, that was normal, that was natural. But now onwards, once you complete your engineering, you have to go and perform. That's how you earn money. That's where you get some job. So you cannot just go away with good marks. Those marks need to come to handy to perform. And that's where I think the difference is. Just learning does not have any meaning. Learning, the great end of life is not learning but action. If your learning does not give action, if that does not give the result, your learning has no value. If you see, I think last week I was in Lucknow for one of the training program. There are 8 lakh people apply for 10,000 seats every year in the IIM for the CAT exam. I'm sure probably that kind of competition you have not experienced. My point is that if you feel, I think I come from a town called Laklus in Solapur district, and while I did my engineering, I used to feel like I did something great because I came from a town. And I then remember one joke, like one guy from a town, he feels he has that degree, he goes on top of mountain, he shouts, "Hey world, look at me, now I became BE." And response comes, "Okay, keep quiet. There are 24 alphabets now on it." Right? There are 26 alphabets. So you only got 2, BE. There are other 24 alphabets left with. So sometimes what we feel is like we are doing a great job. It's not really that great job. Okay? So, and another problem with today's generation is like they are high on ambition and low on attention. What I say? They are high on ambition, but they are low on attention. I'm sure there are quite a few, those are still going through their mobile. Because that's where I think they get more knowledge than probably they feel they are getting by sitting in the class. And that's the problem. I think if you need to really get something, and that's where the power of concentration. This slides, I think this speaks a lot. No matter how good you are, if you are in the wrong place, you are worthless. You see that Mercedes and then the best cars, they are actually not being used. And what has happened? Would you go and take those? No. That means it doesn't matter how smart you are. If you're in the wrong place, if you're in the wrong company. Jim Rohn says, you tell me your 5 people to whom you hang around with, and I'll tell you your future. So you have to choose your friends wisely. I mean, if you choose your friends, they should be smarter than you. They should actually push you to do something better. And not that the misuse of technology. I think in our days, probably, if we wanted to see how the 2-stroke engine works, how 4-stroke engine works, we had to imagine. Now today, you go on ChatGPT, go on YouTube, and you see the entire, I would say, working. That's the right use of the technology. But that could be misused also, because you don't know how to attain it. And that is the one message I would strongly give you. Choose your friends wisely, they should be better than you. And that's how culture of the organization is being built. Now, this is the Jim Collins. I don't know whether how many of you read it or not, but Jim Collins is the author who has written the book called as Good to Great. And he had studied almost 500 organizations. I don't know how many of you are aware about Fortune 500. And the Fortune 500, it's a list of the top 100 companies in the world. And Jim Collins has written this book where he says, people are not the asset of the company. Most of the time you must have heard about people are very important, they are asset. But what does he say? Not people, but right people are the asset of the company. So your challenge would be what? If say 350 people have already joined WC Sangli, are you right people out of there? Because in campus recruitment, if best companies come, they will choose only best out of you, not everyone. So your struggle every day will be what? How you are best than the others. And if you feel like I'll think about it when I'll be in final year, pre-final year, then you're too late. The problem is what? I think Tendulkar, he could create so many records in the game because he started quite early. So if you feel like this is just a first day, why should I think about it? Then you're wrong. Your vision, what you want to achieve should be decided from the day one. You should write that on the page and keep it in front of you every day. If your dream company, I want to work in this company, believe me that then your efforts get aligned in that direction. So what is written here? Anyone? I don't want to go into two-way communication. I really want to know one-way communication. I want to know two-way communication. Anybody who can read it, what is written there? Yeah, please.
Opportunity is now here.
Anybody else has seen something else also? Opportunity is nowhere. Right? What's the difference? It's a perspective, right? What's your name?
Chinmay.
Okay. First of all, let's clap for Chinmay. Because he had courage to stand and speak. I'm sure there were many those who knew it. Opportunity is now here, but what they lacked is they did not raise their hand. Why? Because they're worried about how will I look like. What will people say? Right? That is not the way to create history. If you know, I know it, then let the world know you know it. There's a one saying, I hope you know Marathi. There's a one saying, मी चिंध्या घालून सोनं विकायला बसलो कोणी येता येईना. मी चिंध्या घालून सोनं विकायला बसलो कोणी येता येईना आणि मी सोनं घालून चिंध्या विकायला बसलो गरबी सत्ता सरेना. Right? So how do you look? How do you stand? How do you speak? That matters the most. So never underestimate yourself. Be always on the front seat. If an opportunity comes to you, never miss opportunity to standing in a first bench. Don't be last bench. Don't wait for somebody else will come and make you talk. Never. We live in the world having highest population in the world, right? Chances are only being picked by those who are really wanting to do something. So if you are waiting like somebody who will assess, we don't have telepathy. What is happening in your mind? Will I come to know? unless you stand and speak. तुमच्या मनात काय चाललंय मला कळेल का? तुम्ही बोलल्याशिवाय नाही करणार. त्याच्यामुळे learn to speak, learn to stand and speak, right? Now, what is it called as opportunity blinded versus opportunity minded? What can you see there? One person, he thought of to break the wall, he almost reached to the end of it, but lost the patience and he came back. Isn't it? So patience is the virtue which is very, very important. You have to have passion also, but most importantly, you have to have patience also. If you are doing your study more than anybody else, is that you will get degree before 4 years? No, you have to have 4 years here, right? I think there was one person who was traveling in a train and he was thinking like he's in a hurry and he was running within the train. Will that work? You have to wait till the time train stops on the platform, right? Then only you can get down. So sometimes doing things faster cannot be doing things right. That's not a. So you have to continuously continue to do the things what you feel are going to help you, right? What is there written there? In the words of Confucius, Confucius was the thought leader in China. He says like, by 3 methods we may learn. First by reflection, which is noblest. Second by imitation, easiest. And third by experience, the bitterest. Means what? If you want to know everything to learn by experience, it's not possible. For example, wish like manus marta apnala mahiti hai. Do you eat the poison? So you learn from somebody else's mistake, right? So how is the road? You should ask how to whom? The one who is coming back from the road. So that way, if your parents are telling you, like do study, work hard. If your teachers are coming and telling you, do study, work hard, listen to them. They are telling you not because they are smarter than you, because they failed more number of times than you, right? They don't want you to commit the same mistake what they committed mistake. So learn to them. There is something called as ABC in a company, and we expect everybody to abide by that. A stands for attitude, B stands for behavior, and C stands for compliance. I'll repeat what the ABC stands for: attitude, behavior, and compliance. But how does young generation take that? A means advice. Don't give me advice, I know it. Right? B means behavior. What they say is bullshit. Is what? Complaint. You are complaining about me. So young generation, they say ABC as what? Advice, bullshit, complaint. And old generation see ABC as what? Attitude, behavior, compliance. And believe me, those who show the right attitude and right behavior, they can only grow. Simple example, Vinod Kambli Tendulkar. Both were equally gifted. Rather, Vinod Kambli was more gifted. But did you see anywhere Vinod Kambli today? No. But Tendulkar is still the role model for most of them. Why? It was not just talent. I don't know whether you know it or not. Tendulkar used to practice 2 hours more than anybody else in the net every day. And that's why he would become the best batsman in the world. I don't know how many of you will show that kind of trait, that even though your classes are over, you are the one who stay back in the library and do your study. I think Professor Kulkarni was telling me that some classes you might find boring, and that's where the problem is. For me, I think if I'm passionate to become an engineer who should be hired, who should do something for nation, I don't need to get bored. The problem is what you get it easily, so you don't know. I'm sure there are many those who did not get admission to WCE, and you ask them, and they'll say, okay, I'm ready to stand 10 hours in the class, but give me admission. Now what has happened to you? You got admission, you feel like now it's done. I got what I wanted. But that's where the problem is, right? So I think I'll request you to learn something by reflection. Whatever sessions you will be having, reflect on, make notes, and then make yourself commitment to yourself. Like I want to bring best every day, right? Okay. 5 seconds. Anybody else other than Chinmay, right? Anybody else who would like to spot the mistake here? Sorry? What is the mistake? Okay. So anybody feel there is a mistake in this? What is the mistake? Spotted means repeated 2 times. But believe me, not all has spotted that. Spotted written 2 times. Now, how many of you did not find it? Be frank. Right? Why? Because we have bias at the back of our mind. What we feel mistakes should be in the range, not in the question. Another test. And what I said, why it is happening because of the bias. Do you know the bias? Bias means, for example, मी खेड्यात आलो, मला काय वाटतं खेड्यागावातली मुलांना शहरामध्ये जमत नाही. मला चांगली इंग्रजी बोलता येत नाही, मी सक्सेसफुल होणार नाही. मला कदाचित चांगले फॅशनेबल कपडे घालायची सवय नाहीये, मला इंग्लिश बोलता येत नाही, म्हणजे मला शांत बसावं लागेल. हे सगळे काय झाले? बायस. हे बायस डोक्यात नसले पाहिजे. I have another question for you. There is a match going on between Abhishek Mishra and Leon Luke for the chess championship. To whom will you support? I'll tell you, there are two names what I say. What are those? Abhishek Mishra and Leon Luke. So to whom will you support? To whom will you support? And why?
Abhishek Mishra.
Abhishek Mishra, why?
He's an Indian.
Okay, how many of you feel you will support Abhishek Mishra? There is a match between Abhishek Mishra and Leon Luke. How many of you will support Abhishek Mishra? Okay, fine. Did you ask me? He said like he's an Indian. Did you ask me is he Indian? Bias is what? I told before the 2 minutes only. Bias is what? Our own perception. But did you ask me is he Indian? No. Abhishek Mishra was a non-resident Indian. His third generation was in US. And Leon Luke was from Goa. So problem is what? Our document just जर मी चष्मा हिरवा घातला म्हणजे जग हिरवं दिसतं, right? So if you feel like this is the bias, and that's where you have to think every day neutral way. There's nothing right, nothing wrong. Let me experience and then come to us. Ask questions. Don't assume. If anything is being told to you, don't assume. Ask questions. Don't miss out the opportunity. That's the second lesson what I will tell you. Now, how many of you can see hidden baby in the picture? 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. Now I'm not going to ask you and come and show me, right? But why I'm trying to tell you the full picture. You should have read to see the full picture. See, this is the baby. So design, innovation, thinking, this is just the function of brain. And in the same question paper also everybody, why someone comes as a topper and why someone doesn't come as a topper, right? The perspective, what you see is more important. Now, look to the side without looking to the side. Can you do that? What do you see? Where does the person is watching? Towards you or towards right? Both sides. But you have to give more focus, right? Then only you come to know. So what is required is you need to be more attentive. That's where I think attendance. My one teacher used to tell me very frankly, if you are just coming for attendance, better you keep one stone here. So now there. Doesn't matter. Attendance means what? You should be mentally, physically here. You should be able to give attention, focus, right? There's a lesson from a Japanese fish company. I wanted to tell you that. Japanese actually, they like fresh fishes. And Japan, not entire Japan is on the seashore. Japan लोक राहत नाही. म्हणजे obviously आता आपल्याला सांगलीमध्ये fish कुठून मिळणार? कोल्हापूरवरून किंवा पुण्यामधून समुद्रात आले बरोबर. So you need some time to get those fish from the Mumbai. What happens by the time fish come from Mumbai here? It might get stale, right? Why? Because the distance. So the same problem was being, faced by Japanese. They did not get a fresh fish. So what they did is, sometimes they brought the big refrigerator kept in a ship. They still got the steel fish. त्यांनी काय ठरवलं की एवढा maybe याच्यापेक्षा दुप्पट साईजचा मोठा शिप मध्ये एक त्यांनी रूम केली ज्यामध्ये what they did is they kept shark in that particular tank and they kept other fishes also. Now what happened? Shark जर त्या मोठ्या फिश मध्ये ठेवला टँक मध्ये बाकीचे पकडलेले मासे टाकल्याबरोबर शार्क काय करेल? फिश तर खाईल पण सगळे फिश खाईल का तो? नाही, काय ठराविक फिश खाईल. पण फायदा काय झाला त्याच्यामुळे? What's the benefit? All fish were trying to run away from the shark and they were active. Got it? So how did they ensure that they got a fresh fish? So sometimes shark are a new challenge to keep us active. You need challenge to keep yourself active. Otherwise life becomes dull. So if you have a strict teacher, if you have a strict father, if you have a strict mother, they are like shark. they keep you active. So don't feel like, my father is strict, my mother is strict, my teacher is strict, my warden is strict, my senior is strict. Don't think like that. Think like it's a shop. What happens is the challenges keep you energized. They bring the best out of you. Otherwise, the life will be boring, complacent, uninspiring. So that's where we have to come out of inertia. Okay. Now, I will not dwell too much of time onto this, but today's time, I think that's where I heard Dr. Mukuni telling that most of you feel like, I would like to go to the computers and IT because that's where is the major focus now. But I come from mechanical engineering company. I myself production engineer. Let me tell you, like, okay, if I may ask you, which are the top 5 movies in this year, in 2023? Top 5 movies, those have given you more money to the producers. What are those? Now, obviously, the brother is happening, right? Then is what? Jailer. Then is what? OMG2, right? I'm sure you know that, but you're not answering because your parents are here. What else? So there are 2 ways. I think there was another movie by Vicky Kaushal, right, which has given almost 50 crore rupees. Now, what I'm trying to tell you, today, superstar is not the star. Your story can be a superstar. Your director can be a superstar. Gadar is not only Sunny Deol's film, Gadar is also a film of whom? Anish Sharma. Right? What I'm trying to say, which branch you belong to does not matter, as long as you have a good story to say. I have seen mechanical engineers or electronics engineers, they are better in coding. Why? Because they know their domain as well very well. And then IT skill can be earned any point in time. With the due respect, I'm not saying like IT company is not good. But if you happen to be in mechanical, I would prefer other mechanical engineers with IT skills other than only having IT skills. Why? Because we want that engineer to know what is IC engine, what is refrigeration, how a compressor works. That technology we want person to know. Or I want to know embedded technology, electronics and telecommunication, let's say. So my point is what, it does not matter which branch you are having, what matters is that am I giving my best? Okay, it's like not everyone is lucky to get Karan Johar's banner or RK banner or Chopra banner, right? What is important is, and that's where I think Pankaj Tripathi, Irfan Khan, and all these people, they became star in today's time. Imagine the days, probably 30 years back, they wouldn't have been star. Today they are star. Why? What is being sold today? Story. Netflix, you see that is most watched channel. Why? Because story. It doesn't matter who is the hero. There are many movies they become flop even though they are good hero, but they don't have good story. So I would insist that you need to believe in your own domain and let us do best whatever you are receiving. Okay. So if we want honest people, open people, those who are want challenging work, that's what exactly all companies look for. So always portray what are you good at, always show eagerness to learn. And that's why I asked you the question, since how long you have been here, and most of you said like 10, and you felt you have done a great job by sitting here at 10. I'm not sure, but I would request you to go back on YouTube and see the Mumbai bomb squad during that when Qassam has attacked the Taj Hotel. There is a story by Captain Raghuraman who talks about how that Taj attack has been taken away by Indian military. And then he tells almost 72 hours Indian army, they were waiting for orders to come. How many hours? 72 hours without water, without sleep, without food. And that's why they could save so many lives. So if you feel anytime like I'm doing great job by sitting 8 hours, sorry. You are not doing great job yet. And that's why what you choose as a profession should be your passion. Army, they don't work for money, they work for what? Something bigger, the purpose, the country. That comes first. Today, tomorrow, when we all will be happy about Chandrayaan, I think 10,000 people's work goes behind it. Even today, what you can see here, 230 people are sitting here. I'm sure there are so many people from your seniors or teachers, they have worked hard, they have toiled hard to make this program successful. You should not underestimate their content. I'm sure your parents are sitting here. You must be feeling like, okay, it was just a government college, so less fees, but I'm sure you ask your parents. दुनिया ने मेरी बुलंदी देखी, मेरे पाँव के छाले न देखे. दुनिया ने मेरी बुलंदी देखी, मेरे पाँव के छाले न देखे. You may not know how much pain your parents are taking. So have that empathy. And that's what I'm saying to you. Like, if you have a purpose, if you have a passion, you don't need any external motivation. Every day you should say, I have to bring best out of me. Right? So, this is where we talk about inherited self, experienced self, desired self. So we have desires, and that's what I say. Having high ambitions with low attention. Inherited self means you are the outcome of your, let's say, your parents, like father and mother. One of them is short-tempered. Then you always will say, I am like my mother because she's short-tempered. So I can easily blame to my mama because why I am a DNA of her, but that's wrong. Every one of you have your choice to alter your actions. We are not just the string to be pulled in. You have action. It's for example, if we give this garden to dogs and there is a weed that will remain there. म्हणजे जर बागेमध्ये काही बाकी खूप काही ठराविक झाडं असतील त्याच्यामुळं काटेचे वगैरे झाडं असतील आणि ते कुत्र तिथे आवाज तसं राहतं ना बरोबर. But if it is given to human being, what happens? We have power to take the weeds and make the garden out of that. Only human has power to alter their responses. So you are human. You don't need to forget, right? You can change your life by changing your actions. Tell me which is the biggest discovery you think has ever happened to human being. Ataparant evolution of human you have seen. What do you think is biggest invention human being has ever brought in the world? Kutla invention. Does anybody remember? Yeah.
Ability to think.
Great. So please give a big hand for him. I asked this question to most of the people and they keep telling maybe internet or train or TV or satellite and stuff like that. But in Oprah Winfrey, she says the greatest discovery in the human life is you can change your thinking and you can change your life. Henry Ford, who was the owner of Ford Company, he says, if you think you can and if you think you can't, either way you're right. What did he say? If you think you can and if you think you can't, तुम्हाला वाटलं की मी करू शकते की मी करू शकतो आणि तुम्हाला वाटलं मी करू शकत नाही तुम्ही दोन्ही वेळा बरोबर असता का? Because you are setting limit to it. I think in Mahabharata, Arjuna was the Nurashrestha. He was the biggest barrier ever any human being could realize it. But he was also required Krishna. He was also confused. So every one of us, we need mentor. And when there is a difference to be between Kaurava and Pandavas, Kaurava wanted army of Krishna, whereas Pandavas want Krishna. Why? Because source is always bigger than resource. So believe in the source. And Valchan is the source. It will be always bigger than the resource. You should have ability to build upon. You should have ability to take as much as you can, right? So you can train your persona. You will never be victim of your heritage, genetics, society, culture. That's what I tell you. If you say like I am like my mother, I am like my father, or I had a teacher, and that's why I'm short-tempered, sorry. You are having power to alter your own behavior. You have power to be what you want to be. So don't blame others. If at all you have to learn something good from them. Right? So the best career advice to a young is find out what you like doing best and get someone to pay for it. What does that mean? You have to identify what is it that you are good at and build on that. There is one very good book called as 8 Habits by Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey has written book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I don't know how many of you read it. I assume that a few of you have read it. If not, then I will strongly recommend you to read it. And the new book also has come up with called as 8 Habits. I also recommend you to read that. In the book, he says, like you need to identify what is it that you are good at, and then you have to work on that. Focus on your strength, not on your weaknesses. मला इंग्रजी येत नाही, चांगली म्हणजे पहिल्यांदा आलो किंवा पहिल्यांदा आली, मला मैत्रिणी माहित नाही, मैत्रिणी कशा असतील माहित नाही, मेस कशी आहे माहिती नाही. बरोबर? These are a couple of questions must be happening at the back of your mind. But in the video what I was telling you from the military, they say like in the military, after every 6 months troops changes. They have to move from one place to other place. So do you think like they have time to make friends? No. They have to stay maybe at minus 45 degree to 60 degree. Do they have a choice? No. And that's why whenever we see the army person, we respectfully look at it, right? So respect need to be earned. It doesn't get automatically to you. You have to work hard. You have to prove your worth. Then only somebody will respect you, right? So let's say my number is 9011033192, and you have the best mobile with you, like maybe of 1.5 lakh rupees, and you are writing reverse way, like 293110. Will you be able to reach out to me? No. Why? Is it the cost of the mobile? No. If you are following the wrong process, you will not be able to communicate. So what is important is you follow the right process. So don't try to compromise the process. First year, second year, third year, last year. So you have to follow the process. You have to respect the process. Okay. What does Abraham Lincoln say? I'll prepare myself and someday my chance will come. What is important? Opportunity and preparation. You have to always prepare yourself. Opportunity came today or day after. But sometimes it happens like opportunity is there, but you are not there. You are not prepared. So don't wait for opportunity. Keep yourself prepared always. So what is written there? No horse get anywhere until he is harnessed. No steam or gas does anything until it is confined. And no life ever grows until it is focused, dedicated, and disciplined. So discipline is the base. You have to have a discipline. So winning is not something, it is all-time thing. We all come for winning. But it is all the time winning has to be there. Okay? So I don't have many slides, but one is for sometimes your career happens accidentally. But accidents don't happen every day. Or it happens coincidentally. But coincidence don't happen every day. You have to make it happen by your own actions. Right? So I have one small video. Maybe I'll just show you. But I think there are a couple of mistakes what I wanted to talk about, but just in the interest of time, I would not hold it back. But there's one video for sure I wanted to see that a bamboo tree. I don't know how many of you know about bamboo tree. It grows 64 feet in 4 weeks. 4 week में तो कितनी बढ़ता था? 64 foot. So what is learning out of that? It is the highest growing tree, बरोबर? बऱ्यापैकी शेतकऱ्यांची मुलं बसली असतील. तर त्यात तुम्हाला काय कळतं? But you are forgetting like 4 years before it sprouts on the ground, it creates network below the ground. म्हणजे 4 वर्ष त्याचं जेव्हा ते पेरलंस ते बीज काय बघतं पहिल्यांदा कुठे कुठे पाणी आहे ते सगळं सोर्स बघून ठेवतं आणि सगळ्या पाण्याचे सोर्स टॅप करतं आणि म्हणून ते जमिनीची वरची वाढ कशी होते फास्ट 64 feet in 4 weeks. But what you see is just what happens above the ground. Do you see what happens below the ground? So if I may ask you, how many days does bamboo take to grow 64 feet? What's the answer? 4 years and 4 weeks. What is the answer? How many degree you have? 4 years. What will see people? In which company you have placed that, right? How much package you have? Will they see the 4 years what you do here? So if you want to grow like bamboo, what you should do? Tap the resources. Right? You should go more into the library than anybody else. You have to prove how you are best than the rest. Isn't it? Everyone came here for what? To prove how you are best than the rest. And you should not miss out to prove yourself you are the best than the rest. Okay, so one small video. At the last I would say, and more importantly, don't choose company based on how much payment you get. At the start of career, what you learn is more important than what you earn. What I said? At the start of career, what you learn is more important than what you earn. I'm not sure, but you must have seen Azim Premji, or even for that matter, the biggest philanthropist Bill Gates. त्यांनी जवळजवळ 70,000 करोड रुपये दिले दान करायला. बरोबर? Bill Gates. What is learning out of that? There are 3 pillars in the life. Learning, earning, returning. म्हणजे तुम्ही जर बघाल जगातले सगळे मोठे कोट्याधीश बिलियनियर्स they are giving back to society because they realize like okay, sharing is also caring. I should do something whereby people can get benefited. But to get there to share others, you must first earn. Isn't it? Earning ability will be taken care. How much did you learn in the first job? So never underestimate, never go to the trend, the fashion. Look at much more than that. Okay? In the meantime, any you have a question to ask? Any question? Okay, how did you feel so far in being the part of WC Sangli? One of the boss used to tell, on the day one, the amount of enthusiasm what you have to accept the offer, you should have the same enthusiasm when you are getting retired. The feeling what you are getting now that I am lucky to be in WC Sangli, I hope that most of you will have the same feeling by the time you get out of the WC Sangli by having degree, right? Make your parents feel proud, make your teachers feel proud. Not everything happens the way you want. What did I say? You will not get whatever you want, but you will get everything what you need. There's a difference, right? There is a want and need. Everything I want, that may not be given to me, but everything I need. I'll tell you last thing before the video actually gets into this. There was one test done by, and you can also go and check on the YouTube, marshmallow test. That was done in the Harvard Business School or Wharton Business School. What they did is, they called upon the age 9 to 7 years, 7 to 9 years children, they brought in the room, they kept on CCTV on, and the person said like, there are two plates. In one plate there is one marshmallow, in the other plate there are two marshmallows. Marshmallow, I don't know, many of you may not know about it, but maybe which I get chocolate in there. One plate में एक chocolate, दूसरे plate में दो chocolate. And then it being told, if you eat now, you'll get one. But if you wait for 2 hours, you'll get two. What will be child doing? What is it? Not all will prefer to eat immediately. बरोबर ना? सगळ्यांचे एकदम खाणार नाही. काय म्हणतील वाट बघू मला दोन मिळतील. They then did this study. After almost 15 years of that experiment, when they went back to see where are those people, I think those who waited for 2 hours, they were more successful than those who ate immediately. Why? Control, patience. Passion also works, but what happens? Patience also works. There's one beautiful story. एक आदमी था, उसके मन में सवाल था कि क्या सही में भगवान होता है या नहीं, और उसने पूछा, बहुत लोगों को पूछा, एक बार एक फकीर जा रहा था, उसने पूछा क्या सही में भगवान होता है? फकीर ने बोला तुझे जानना है या सुनना है? You want to listen, you want to understand? He said, I heard a lot, I want to understand. तो उसने बोला चलो, और वो जैसे ही पानी में गया, फकीर नदी में जा रहा था, तो पानी में गया तो उसका सर यार पानी के नीचे रखा, जिसने सवाल पूछा था. And then he kept it almost for 50 seconds. And after that he brought it up. तो उसने पूछा जब तेरा सर पानी के नीचे था, तो ये भूल गया था कि तेरा सवाल क्या है, तू कौन है, मैं कौन हूँ. तो ये सिर्फ एक सवाल खाया जा रहा था कि काश कहीं से मुझे एक साथ हवा मिल जाए. अगर वो एक साथ हवा मुझे नहीं मिले तो मैं मर जाऊंगा, टूट जाऊंगा, बिखर जाऊंगा. क्या कभी ऐसा लगता है कि भगवान ने मुझे नहीं मिला तो मैं मर जाऊंगा, टूट जाऊंगा, बिखर जाऊंगा? That's the difference between desire and the will. तमन्नाएं बहुत होती है, but that will, the strong will, do you have that will? You want to be successful, but do you have that will? Right? The first difference, the desire, the strong desire. Second, एक किसान था, वो चाहता था कि उसके खेती में एक कुआं हो जाए. And every day he used to start and then another place. He lost patience. तो 7-8 गड्ढे हो गए, कुआं कहीं भी नहीं. अगर आपको कुआं चाहिए तो एक जगह पे consistently काम करना पड़ेगा, right? Second thing is what? Consistency. And third thing, there was a monkey he saw, like the mango was really good, and he happened to see how the mango is being sown. त्याने बघितलं की आंब्याची कोय लावली जाते, मग त्यात आंबा येतो. So he went to the monkey king and said, I know now how mango is being planted. And they planted even mango also. But after every 2 days, they used to go and see whether mango is there or not. So what will happen? Will they get the mango? So you have to wait up to a particular time, right? So this is the last video I want to show you, and then probably I would appreciate. Winston Churchill said, like, courage is what to stand and speak. But by looking at you, I feel courage is what to sit and listen also. Because you have shown utmost courage to sit and listen. But I can only assure you, and I can recommend you very strongly, build your patience. Build patience to go through something which you don't like. कारल्याची भाजी आवडत नाही, बरोबर ना? But that's the most healthy food. So if you see, healthy foods are not being liked by you, and not only by you, by even my daughter, my son also the same thing. Or when I say about mobile, I think my son, my daughter also had the same attitude. just go through this video and we'll stop there. Anyway, I think the video somehow is not working, but this is the video which is available on the YouTube. I strongly recommend you go and find out on the YouTube about the bamboo tree. Okay, and I don't know if you have patience to listen to it without any voiceover. It's like watching a movie who does not have a voiceover, right? Would you want to go through it? Okay. Just
आम्ही पण जाणार होता. पण काय लागतं? तो पण कुठं आहे? तो पण आहे तिथं. सगळं तेच ठेवतो पण पाहिजे त्यांना
I think that's it. Probably the message is pretty simple. There is a growth happening which you may not see, but then every drop of water is important. Every hour is important when you are in the journey of 4 years. Never allow yourself to get boring. Boring is again the thinking. I think while Tendulkar must have been practicing, he must not have thought about boring. I don't know, but there is a way, there is an autobiography of Tendulkar. How many trains he used to ship and then get on the ground. He stayed with his uncle just for the training. So every king has some distance, some lot of dedication around it. No big things never happen so easily. So I wish that you all will have a bright career ahead, and you will allow WC Sangle to even go to the next level. I wish you all the best for your bright future. Thank you.
thank you very much for delivering such an insightful talk. I know your words have a lasting impact on young minds here. Your perspective and ideas are truly valuable. On behalf of Alumni College of Engineering, I would like to thank you for being a part of the Student Induction Program 2023-24. So, thank you once again. Dear students, please wait for a few announcements that are to be made. I call upon the student coordinator, Sally, to
A warm greetings to everyone. Hello, freshers. Are you feeling hungry? Do you? Yes. Okay, I won't be taking much of your time. Only one question that I would like to ask is, do you know where Basanti Point is in our college? Do you? Or at least, do you know what it is? I think your silence tells me that you don't know what it is. So, are you curious enough to find out what it is? Yes? So, do join us at 2:30 for your campus tour, which will help you explore your campus. So, are you guys excited? Okay. Do come at 2:30 in the Tilak Hall only. Okay? Thank you.